Jason Whitlock compares Dave Portnoy's reaction to Caitlin Clark's injury to his racist Jeremy Lin tweet. Sports media blowhard Jason Whitlock has reopened a 12-year-old controversy by questioning the social media platform formerly known as Twitter over an eye-catching post from Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy. A diehard Caitlin Clark fan, Portnoy recently bet $100,000 on her Indiana Fever winning this year's WNBA title, and he stands to make $10 million if they're ultimately victorious in the WNBA Finals. So naturally, Portnoy was frightened when Clark went down with an apparent leg injury during Monday's game against the Atlanta Dream. "I can't, sick, breathe," Portnoy wrote on X alongside a photo of an injured Clark, who would later return to finish with 19 points in the Fever victory. The quote flippantly shared by Portnoy originated in the police killings of Eric Garner and George Floyd, both of whom died when officers restricted their breathing during violent arrests. The phrase has since become synonymous with the Black Lives Matter movement, and Portnoy has drawn some criticism for reproposing Floyd's dying words to complain about a relatively trivial ankle injury. But while he takes no issue with the Barstool founder, Whitlock couldn't help but notice a drastic difference in the reactions between Portnoy's post and another controversial message Whitlock wrote on Twitter back in 2012. To Whitlock, the platform now known as X has become more tolerant since billionaire Elon Musk bought the website in 2022 with investments from disgraced hip-hop mogul scene Diddy Combs, Oracle Corporation co-founder Larry Ellison, Saudi Prince Al-Walid bin Talal Al Saud, and, according to recently released court documents, several Russian oligarchs. "Serious question," Whitlock began. "Before Elon's takeover, would this type of tweet been treated the way my Jeremy Lin tweet was treated?" For those who are unfamiliar, Whitlock ignited controversy in 2012 with a vulgar, anti-Asian tweet about the New York Knicks guard Jeremy Lin. The crude, sexualized tweet included a vulgar reference to the genitalia of Asian men. Lin, the son of Chinese and Taiwanese immigrants, didn't spend much time on the issue, but the Asian American Journalists Association called on Whitlock to apologize, which he did. Now, a dozen years later, Whitlock appears to be less sorry. Instead, the 57-year-old sports media journeyman wants to know if his 2012 post about Lin would be treated with the same relative level of indifference that greeted Portnoy's post about Clark. "Portnoy's tweet is absolutely hilarious," Whitlock wrote. "It's comedic genius. Is it, however, worse than my Jeremy Lin tweet or nah?" he asked. Responses were mixed. Many commenters didn't think Portnoy intended to be funny or racist with his Clark post, but was instead purely reacting to his $10 million wager being jeopardized. Whitlock, who is African American, also faced a few racist responses himself, including one that used a racial slur and accused him of wanting to be accepted by whites so bad. Others enjoyed the racial connotation they perceived in Portnoy's post. "His is funnier because it's worse," one commenter wrote. Whitlock has developed a reputation for controversy since signing with the Kansas City Star in 1994. Over the years, he has bounced from one major sports media platform to another, while endearing himself to conservatives with various stances against the NFL, NBA, ESPN, LeBron James, the Black Lives Matter movement, and women in sports. A former offensive lineman at Ball State, Whitlock now has his own podcast with Blaze Media, where he's recently taken aim at other polarizing figures, such as U.S. women's soccer star Megan Rapinoe. Despite his many public feuds, however, Whitlock has remained a constant presence in U.S. media, interviewing then-President Donald Trump in 2020, making regular appearances on Tucker Carlson's Fox News program, and generating countless debates on social media.